Coming up, a new food service provider set to bring changes for the university this fall. Details ahead. Plus, the UTRGV Day of Giving 2023 is right around the corner. Here's what you need to know. And a nonprofit organization to host a free dental clinic in the RGV. KVAQ-TV starts now. Hey vaqueros, welcome back. This is the first fall edition of KVAQ-TV. Live from the studio, I'm Amada Balduinos. Today is Monday, August 28th, and at the top of the newscast. During the summer, UTRGV transitioned to a new food service provider, Chartwell's Higher Education, leading to big changes for on-campus dining. Tristan, what's in store for UTRGV?
With the fall semester officially underway, new and returning students will be gathering at the Student Union in Edinburgh, where a new slate of retail and dining services are being implemented. Sodexo, UTRGV's food service provider of 22 years, officially ended its service at the university on July 15th. As described by Associate Vice President of Campus Auxiliary Services, Leti Benavides, multiple providers came forward in a bidding process following the expiration of Sodexo's contract. Benavides says that Chartwell's was unanimously chosen as the best fit for UTRGV.
Chartwell's before, both before the bid and during the bid, they came out several times to talk to people, to talk to our students and find out what they want. So far, there's such a commitment from Chartwell's, from their employees, that I'm really excited to see the changes that they're going to bring.
Benavides says the first step of the transition process concluded with the hiring of returning and new employees for Chartwell services. While Chick-fil-A and Pizza Hut will remain at the Student Union in Edinburgh, Chartwell's plans to implement new retail and dining options on both campuses as stated in a release by Chartwell's. One upcoming change that is not included in the release is the renovated dining hall in Edinburgh, which will be called the Social House, a space designed to extend the time students stay and eat. Executive Director of Business Auxiliary Services Roberto Cantu discusses the preparations leading up to the opening of the Social House.
We're pretty excited about it. Right now, we just did a fresh coat of paint in the space. We've added new air conditioning systems. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. But I mean, we're going to be ready for 8/28, definitely.
With Chartwell's goal of increasing student time on campus, students like marketing senior Cielo Amaya believe that promoting the options at UTRGV is key.
The grill was okay, but I didn't find out that it was okay until probably this year. Maybe giving some out to the students that are walking by and we try it and oh.
The new retail and dining services are currently open in the Brownsville and Edinburgh campuses as of this week, with continuous improvements based on feedback planned over a 3-year period. Back to you, Amada.
Thank you, Tristan. With 2 days left until the annual UTRGV Day of Giving, here's what you need to know about this tradition. Dathan Trevino with the details.
The 24-hour event will benefit programs and colleges across UTRGV, a task powered with support from within the community. This year's Day of Giving will take place on Wednesday with early donations already being accepted. Executive Vice President for Institutional Advancement Kelly Nassor says this event allows UTRGV to raise awareness about philanthropy and share the opportunity for people to give.
Last year, we raised over $250,000 from 325 donors. So it's more about the number of donors and getting people involved and feeling good about giving to UTRGV.
Last year, the School of Medicine received $107,100 from only 13 donors. Anybody can donate to other causes such as food pantries, scholarships, emergency funds, and more by visiting dayofgiving.utrgv.edu, clicking on Give Now, and selecting any participating group. UTRGV President Guy Bailey says he hopes the event can keep the tradition going. He also mentions the university does not have a specific monetary goal.
You know, last year we received gifts that support all of our colleges, military and veterans services, athletics, the food pantry received a lot of support. We'd like to get more than last year and be able to enhance our support of all those kinds of activity.
With a goal set in mind, UTRGV can only hope to prosper. To see the full list of programs accepting donations, visit dayofgiving.utrgv.edu. For KVAQ-TV in Edinburgh, Dathan Trevino.
After the break, a free dental clinic in the RGV and our supplements a healthy alternative.
KVAQ-TV is sponsored in part by student activities at UTRGV, which will host the Stomp from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. August 29th on the Student Union lawn in Brownsville, and from 4 to 7 p.m. August 31st at the University Recreation Center in Edinburgh. The Stomp brings university departments, academic programs, student organizations, area merchants, and community service agencies together in a festive environment to welcome students during the first week of the fall semester. The event features free food, entertainment, cool swag, and is your one-stop for connecting to all the opportunities to get involved. To learn more, visit utrgv.edu/welcome week.
KVAQ-TV is sponsored in part by El Girasol Brew Garden, your local cafe near UTRGV in Brownsville. The menu is Filipino-Mexican derived, featuring favorites such as vegan horchata and house vanilla. Given its location, El Girasol makes a convenient stop for the campus community to grab a drink on their commute. The cafe also offers a cozy environment to study and meet with friends, and many aisles of discounted items to explore. El Girasol is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, and from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday. It is located at 1-800 East Stanton.
Hi vaqueros, this is KVAQ-TV.
According to the American Dental Association, 33.6% of the U.S. population does not have any type of dental benefits. Andrea, what is Hidalgo County doing about this?
Hidalgo County is partnering up with local dentists, DHR Health, Lone Star National Bank, and others to bring the first Texas Mission of Mercy RGV dental outreach event. Oral surgeon Dr. Carlos Cruz and other dentists will provide dental care for underserved populations starting at 6 a.m. September 15 and 16 at the Bert Ogden Arena in Edinburgh. Cruz initiated the event idea and says the mouth is the first orifice of the body, making dental care and hygiene important. He says patients will often go to the dentist with a toothache and end up in the emergency room, where if lucky they will be given painkillers and antibiotics.
Or they come back the following day with a facial abscess, then one of us will treat them, and the patient has to stay a few days in the hospital. And those patients, we can save them doing this type of events.
The Texas Mission of Mercy is a nonprofit organization that hosts multiple outreach events across the state. Hidalgo County will have around 50 volunteer dentists to help the community. Dr. Lorena Molina Rojas, another dentist participating in the event, says they are expecting to have about 800 patients. She mentions they cannot do all the treatments, but will address emergencies and people's main complaints.
The inflammation in the body that can cause heart disease, diabetes, dementia. And it's the bacteria live in our mouth, and yes, it's very, very important to have regular dental care, dental cleanings, and of course dental health.
The Hidalgo County Community Services Agency allocated $65,000 from federal and state funding to make this project possible. Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez says it is a much needed event as a lot of people in the community do not have access to health care.
So to have this event here is something very special. It also shows the compassion and the type of people and organizations that we have, that a lot of people came together for this event.
The community is advised to attend the pre-screening event to reduce wait time. The next pre-screening will take place from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. September 9 at Nuestra Clínica del Valle in Mission. For KVAQ-TV in Edinburgh, Andrea Flores.
More and more people are taking supplements to enhance their diets and to achieve their health goals. But are they really safe and beneficial? Julia Guerrero with the story.
According to a study conducted by the Center for Disease Control in 2018, more than 57% of adults took a daily dietary supplement. The National Institutes of Health says dietary supplements are used to help fill the gaps in a person's diet where there is a lack of nutrition. According to the CDC, the most common supplement people take is a daily multivitamin, but they come in many forms, from pills to the add-ins in protein and energy drinks. Clinical Assistant Professor Chelsea Alamia says supplements can help boost your diet when cleared by a doctor, but they should not be the first option.
The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics states that to use whole foods first, no matter what. So if you are training for an athletic event, If you're an athlete, they recommend use whole foods first. And if there's some sort of gap as far as carbohydrate or protein, then look into supplements. But when we look at the studies tell us that taking it in the form of a supplement is not beneficial over eating a whole food.
Professor Alamia says it is best to do your research before taking supplements because there are some ingredients that have been banned and are not safe for consumers. Psychology sophomore Alessandro Munoz says he takes supplements.
I got it cleared by a doctor as well as did a lot of research, more in that in the gym industry or working out industry, because a lot of supplements out there, they don't have that much information and it actually affects your body in so many different ways.
Even with research and Dr. Clarence, consumers should be mindful when taking supplements as they are regulated differently than whole foods are. The Food and Drug Administration regulates all foods and food ingredients that are offered by sale except for a variety of meats that are regulated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Dietary supplements do not follow under this. Professor Alamia says the FDA does not have the first regulation over supplements, meaning that it is ultimately up to the distributors to ensure the ingredients are safe.
They do have some regulation over supplements, but they do not get to say that this supplement is safe to take.
According to the FDA, manufacturers and suppliers are responsible for the safety of dietary supplements prior to consumption and are required to report any negative effects of the supplements to the FDA. The supplements are then evaluated for future product risks to consumers. To find out more information on supplements you may be taking, you can research through the National Institutes of Health's webpage at nih.gov. For KVAQ-TV in Harlingen, Julia Guerrero.
And that's a wrap for us today. Thank you for joining us on our first ever live newscast. Make sure to watch us Monday through Friday on VCast monitors and on social media. For KVAQ-TV, I'm Amada Valdovinos. Have a great first week, vaqueros.